recording. Okay. Hi, hello, and welcome.
Hola.
You've made it to the Chris and Veronica show.
It's been a while since I did that.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while since we've recorded, so we're getting back into it. Hi, my name is Chris.
Hey, it's Veronica.
Find us at chrisandveronica.com. And what are we talking about today?
Ooh, let me see. We can talk about current politics. No.
No.
We can talk about, let's talk about how we were amazing at the heckling hole.
How golfing is so great. Ooh, I love
mean,
golf. It's so fun. It's great. Yeah. It was
Yeah,
really fun entertaining people. It's always great to entertain people, I think.
Somebody was telling me how therapeutic it was. I'm like, how do you know? And I was telling them how you were trying to show me how to stand and how to hold the freaking club. And I was like, man, there's so many things I had to remember. How to stand and don't lean in and then do this. No. How is it therapeutic?
It's a whole thing, right? So I think because there's so much that goes into it, right? Just like with any sport, like, there's just a lot that happens with golf itself. But yeah, we hosted one of the golfing holes, right?
Yes.
For an event for veterans, right? So it was really fun. It was a great event. And so we were the only heckling hole. So we kind of stood out a little bit, which was fun.
And it really surprised me because I didn't really think people were going to appreciate that. Like, I was like, why do I want to be heckled? But everybody that came, they're like, oh, my God, this is the best greeting. And you had a couple of people come back and say, oh, my God, that they loved our hole so much. And I was like, but we were teasing you.
Yeah. Because
how is that fun?
Right? Because normally if you're doing 18 rounds of golf and all 18 of them are you just coming up to the hole and somebody hitting and then you're going through or whatever, it's nice to break it up a little bit and have a little bit of entertainment built into it.
Guess.
So yeah, it's all PG and G rated stuff of, so it's really fun.
It was really, you can tell the people that really loved it because especially the line about, at hole number 2, this is where we have the longest wait, just like the VA.
Yeah, just like the VA hotline. You've made it. Yeah.
And I think the second one was, hey, they have 50% off on GPS trackers for your balls.
Yeah. The clubhouse has 50% off. I hear the clubhouse has 50% off on GPS trackers for your golf ball. So don't worry if you lose it.
It was funny. And then it took me a while. You're going to laugh. It took me a while for me to be, why is he talking about Florida?
Florida? Yeah. All the sand traps and stuff. Yeah.
It took me, I think, 2 times for you to say that. I'm like,
it's like, it looks like you're lounging on the beach out in Florida. Oh, you're Alabama adjacent. Don't worry. You're going to be fine. Mm-hmm.
It was funny. It was like, it's the sand thingy.
Yeah, the sand traps. It's great. It's nice to be able to include the hazards and stuff out there. And it's just it's a fun thing to do. And it's all for charity. So it was really
great.
Time.
It was fun. It was just like, oh my gosh, every time somebody would hit the ball, I'm like, wow, that went really far.
Yeah.
And I noticed there was different sounds when the balls were being hit.
Yes.
And I wanted to get into oh my God, is that because it's the type of ball? Is it the type of club? Is it
the sweet spot that you're hitting it in? All the different things. There's a lot of different things that tie into it.
That was interesting. Yeah. That was for me, the scientist in me was like, ooh, I wonder if anyone's really done a theory of why this and why that, because I actually listened to the different, there was a thud or a clink or a ping. It was amazing.
Yeah, it's just fun. It's fun to be in community. It's fun to support people, right? And to be out there. And so to spend essentially half a day, right? We were out 5:36 or whatever, and then we got done around noon one-ish. Yes. So yeah, about half a day total. Still lots of things to do the rest of the day, but to spend that time in the morning, it was really great. It was fun and a really good event. So
it was fun because it was purposeful, intentional, right? The people that were there to support this great cause. But also I was amazed. I'm like, oh my gosh, somebody said that because they're a veteran, that they can go to American Lake and golf for the year for $500. I'm like, you think that's an incredible price? And they're like, oh yeah. Usually some places it's $150.
Yeah, or $500 just for one person to do. Yeah, some rounds with 4 people are almost $2,000 for a round.
I was like,
depending on where you're at.
Yes. And then you got into the Chambers Bay, and I'm like, what makes a golf course so elite?
Yeah, the levels of the courses and how many yards it takes to get there, how many hazards are in the way.
I thought it was everything is, this is your it has to be so many yards from one hole to another, and everything has 18 holes.
It can be, but there's also different pars. So a par is how many strokes it should take you, or how many hits of the ball it should take you to be able to get into the hole at the end, right? So
Is it like playing an online game by the level of difficulty?
yes.
Oh, see,
So
you should have explained that to me like
you
that.
take you take the degree of difficulty of different courses, right? And you tie all of that together.
So when you're looking for golf courses, does it say like a level of difficulty?
Not necessarily, but you kind of know just by like doing it. Just like different holes have different levels of difficulty as well, depending on the course.
That is right. The blue, the white, and the red, correct? Okay.
Yeah, and so that's where that's where you start, right? As you're teeing off, there's different colors that are laid out depending on the difficulty level. So if you're like, kind of like an expert or whatever, right? You're going to be at the blue, or you're going to be at the black, a little bit farther
I did
back.
not even know that. I was like,
Yeah,
what do they
white
mean?
and red
the
is
white?
farther forward, and then usually it's like gentlemen and ladies, right? So gentlemen do from like the blue or the black, ladies do from the red or the white. So yeah, that's usually what that looks like. But also, if you're just starting out, or if you're like a teenage player or a youth player or something, you're probably going to tee off from the white or the red when you're first starting out. So yeah, those are also things as well. So it's just, it's kind of a fun thing. But courses in general have their own layout and degrees of difficulty. And Chambers Bay, for example, was put together for the PGA tournament, right? And so it was a huge thing when it was being put together to have like a higher degree of difficulty, like you're playing like an expert.
So what makes it a difficult? Is it the how far, or I don't know. Oh, is it like a putt-putt game where you have to put through the windmill?
Right, exactly. Yeah. So Chambers Bay would be like 4 or 5 windmills on the thing versus like a regular one where there's maybe one windmill, right? So when you think about that in the putt-putt sense, like the degree of difficulty inside of that, because having it be directly on the water as well means that there's more air. And so if you do lofty shots, then the ball can go all sorts of places.
Look at me. Look
So you
at
have
us
to know
learning. This is
where the
obviously
wind
turning
is.
into an education on golf. Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah. And then Chambers Bay, you have to actually walk the whole course, right? So they don't really have golf courts. They do have golf carts, but you're supposed to walk the entire course. If you have needs, right? If you have a need for a cart, you'll actually have somebody drive a golf cart for you, so that you have a chaperone with a golf cart. You're essentially not allowed to drive your golf cart yourself there. Somebody else will drive it for you.
I was really shocked because we saw the people, the players that were coming in before the tournament started. And I looked at you and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's been 2 hours. They're just now getting to the hole behind us. I'm like, who walks this?
Yeah, so the front 9 and the back 9, so 1 through 9 and then 10 through 18. So you have the front 9 and the back 9, and this was like that shotgun start or whatever, right? Or so you get the siren start for the specific time. That way, everybody starts on the course at a different hole and then like rotates through, and it's a lot more efficient doing tournaments and stuff.
I can see that because it was like, okay, when's the next group? And yes, so I'm glad they did it that way.
Yeah.
Do most usually tournaments are like that? Okay.
Yeah, usually tournaments do that
sense.
because then they can also be done usually by lunch. So if you start early enough, around 7 or 8 a.m., you should be done by noon or 1/1:30 to be able to go through the full 18, which is why they also start from farther up at like the white rather than going from the blue, because it's one less stroke per person per round. So imagine 4 less strokes is roughly an extra 10 minutes or so per hole. So you have 180 extra minutes by starting at the white rather than at the blue.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, that was really great. It was really great learning about. It was interesting learning all these different rules. It's like, oh my God, here I thought golf was just hitting the ball. It's more intricate than that.
Yeah. But yeah, it was super fun. Good to be in community and hang out there. And I grew up like playing golf and stuff, right? And I still do, every once in a while.
We
Not
know,
all the time, but yeah.
you try to get a lot of us out there. Like, why?
Yeah, because it's fun, right? And it's a social sport, so you go, you hit for a little bit, and then you don't have to do a full round of golf every time you go. You can just go and like hit a little bit at the driving range, and then go and like hang out and chit chat about stuff. So it's very much like business oriented as well.
I think not just business, but I think it lets people just another way of having and networking.
Yeah.
Over a hobby.
Yeah, and there were people that were coming through that had been playing together for 30 or 40 years in
That
their
was
foursome,
also very
right?
interesting. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
When you
okay.
find a group of people that you enjoy golfing with, like you'll stick with that group of people because you know you can stand all that time together, right? Like
That
it's
you
like a
actually like these
relationship.
people.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a relationship. Once you
It
get
is a
that like
relationship.
group of people together, then you can be like, they can't sit with us or they can sit with us. It's like Mean Girls on Wednesdays or whatever. They gotta wear pink or whatever. So
We're the mean girls with our podcast.
I don't know what that means, but that sounds great, Veronica. I'm not wearing pink right now. So
No, I mean that everyone keeps saying, "Ooh, you need a guest," and we're like, "No,
yeah,
no,
no, we don't do
I
guests.
was like, oh, "We're the mean girls of the podcast." No, we don't do guests.
No, yeah, I mean it's a
That was
chemistry,
funny.
just the two of us. It's a fun thing, yeah.
Yes.
Well, and Rico, and then you can probably hear in the background, Pocket's putting together something. I don't know. They're doing something in the kitchen, so you might be able to even see them on video at some point.
Anyways, it was really good. It was very interesting to see all of that, the dynamics, and then people would drive. We had somebody from Oregon, right?
Yeah, there were some people that came up. I made a lot of duck jokes for them.
Yes, you did.
A little heckling hole there. I was like, oh, it's like a goose egg, but a duck egg instead, the zeros and everything. Because, the ducks, Oregon,
Yes,
zeros.
it was
Anyway,
funny.
yeah. So it was just fun stuff. Yeah, it was really fun. And, we were asking people because some of heckling is actually crowd work, right? So crowd work is like getting people involved and like, who's the one that we should be going for the most? Let us know.
Everybody pointed.
And
at
everybody
somebody.
pointed at, yeah.
That was so surprising. Everybody said, "Ooh,
Mhm.
this one."
Yeah, which one are we picking on the most, right? Like, and so, yeah.
I feel like if we were a golfing team, I feel like I would be the one that would be picked on the most.
I don't know. Yeah, we'd have to see in the foursome what was happening with it. Yeah. But yeah, and that's where like if everybody's friends and whatever, and then if you know the group that's following you, right? So you're up and then there's a group that's following you, you can be like, who should we get in the next group? You let us know, right?
Like
So,
the first one said, "Oh, this person was my I've known them
staff sergeant or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, sergeant major.
Sergeant
I thought.
major, yeah.
Yes, for
Mhm.
20 years. And as soon as we said something,
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, so and so had you do this."
Mhm. Yeah. So
That
yeah,
was very interesting.
as soon as we started saying what they told us to say, they're like, "Oh, that's from so and so, huh?" I was like, "Yep, that sure is. They told us to say it."
So, do you have a sport that you only go with a certain group, like bowling, poker, anything?
Not really. I think for like poker and stuff, I play that with a large range of people. Golf, large range of people. Yeah. So I think it's a little bit of everybody. I don't have like a specific group.
Wow. Okay. No, I don't think I have anything specific with anyone. I do know that, for example, PAX, we have our little group of the people that go.
Right. Yeah.
Because there are some people that know this.
Like
this
Comic
is-
Cons and PAX
Yes,
and everything
this is
else.
a
Yeah.
group thing, right? And you kind of fine tune. Oh no, we always have to wait for this person, or this person always decides to do something. Okay, so what are we doing here,
Mhm.
right? So no, other than that, no, I'm very. Oh, I belong to a bunco group, but it's really the same, almost 12 people. But
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, book club is all the same people, and we kind of like vote on who's going to be added to book club just so it doesn't like mess up that or whatever.
yes, because
It's like a
it's-
casual vote of like, everybody okay with this person? Yeah, all right.
because it is a formula. It's a sense of the personalities, and I think that's the fine tuning of it, right? Because not everybody. You don't talk about Fight Club.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we don't talk about Fight Club. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, I think book club. That's probably one where we're intentional with book club, just to be like, yeah, that's how
Well,
that
you have to be
is, you
because
know.
then watch somebody say, "Ooh, we're gonna do this anime book." No, who
Yeah.
invited you?
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. That's a what? I don't even know. Yeah, but yeah, for groups, I think that's kind of what it is. No, I don't really have a specific. I need to get new shoes, Veronica.
You kept saying that. Why?
Well, my
I'm really
shoes.
shocked that
my
you talked
shoes.
about it.
So like I've had the same shoes now for like over a year, right? And I usually wear like the same ones, right? And so I got to do like Pockets whispering something in the background back here. I'm trying to ignore it. I don't know what it is.
Are
but-
you? Because I'm trying to
Yeah.
like speak up,
Pockets
whisper
like-
a little louder.
I'm like, oh jeez. Yeah. But no, I
What defines
gotta
having to
find
get
new
new shoes? Is
well,
it they
now
get
my
dirty or
well, no, my ankles and my feet, right, for the support inside of them. It's
you
time
tried
to
insoles?
get new ones. Well, I don't want to like. I think it's just better get new shoes, Veronica.
do? Is it though? Is it a want or a need?
Yes. It's that time. I gotta get new walking shoes, and I probably gotta get some new casual shoes.
So it could also be it could be a Chris thing versus
Yeah, it could be that I'm
the
dying,
shoe.
Veronica. It could be that I'm
Wow.
dying.
Dramatic much?
My knees are going old.
Yeah.
My ankles don't
You're-
work like they used
You're,
to.
you're just getting old.
That too. That is happening. Yeah, but I've been noticing more and more with like my feet and my toes and like, my ankles and stuff. Like the support just isn't there, I think, as much as it
Gotcha.
used to be.
I actually am a firm believer in investing in insoles. I
Yeah.
invest in the insoles that help with the heel pain.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that was it. But okay.
Was
Oh,
that plashofantitis or whatever?
you're funny. Your socks have a lot to do with it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I noticed certain socks. It's like, oh no, they yes.
Too thin or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need good socks.
And I
Like,
use the same
never-
socks. I use the same socks because like these, I get all the same kind. Do you want to know why? Because in the laundry, I don't have to worry about missing a mixed pair. I get the same socks and I wear the same socks, the same kind, because then when I go through and put them in the washer and they come out, I don't have to worry about matching them up. I just wear the socks.
That's
It's
That's
one
pretty
less
good.
headache, one less thing. When you think about the things in your life that you can make easier, same socks. The things that people don't see,
You're right.
like have them be the same. Have them be like, it's one less decision. Literally one less decision to make.
yes, this is why I prefer a lot of dark color clothing because it's mix and match. It's gonna be the same. It always goes with something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then when I throw in, I get a little, let me throw in a pink or a white. I'm like, oh my gosh, let's match.
I also need to organize the garage, Veronica.
Oof.
It's a lot.
I want to film. I'm gonna have before and after videos. We should do a little the time lapse. Have a camera there,
Do a time lapse
and
one.
then see you just getting frustrated and
Yeah.
just chucking things out.
I don't know. I feel like at this point, I'm just going to hire somebody to come do it. I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot.
I will tell you one thing: hiring someone alleviates the emotional attachment to something.
Yeah.
And I recognize that, like, oh my God, I have to hold on to this because this was the one. I do have one item that I will never ever get rid of, and it was my first expensive item that I ever bought with my first job.
Mm-hmm.
That was like back then. I paid, I think, $50 for this fur like sweater, cashmere type of thing. I still have it. And
Yeah.
I'll probably keep it until the day that I die.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bequeathed in my estate.
And I create I create separate piles, right? So when I come into it,
You
I'll-
told me.
like, yeah. So I start my whole like organizing process where you literally like go through everything and touch everything. And this is where if I hire like 5 people to come in, they can literally just pull out things. I can look at it and be like, keep, recycle, donate, like whatever. And so like when my piles are laid out, it's usually like donate is one of the first piles, right?
Have you ever put something in the donate pile and then taken it out?
Every once in a while. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But you go through it multiple times too. Because
Yes.
like you want to make sure that if it is a donate pile, maybe it's not donatable, right? Like it has to be repurposed in some way for something else. You have to put it in another place.
I think the only time that I've taken things out of the donate pile is, I really love this organization. However, I really wanted to benefit somebody from my Buy Nothing group, right?
Mm.
So that would be the only time that I take it back. And I've told myself if I put it in the donate pile and I've taken it out twice, I'm not allowed to take anything else back out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't do any of that.
Yeah, no, because
Not like that.
but I have to tell myself these things because there are so many times that, when I was a military spouse, there was one budget.
Mhm.
That's it, right? Our budget was $300 for groceries a month.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's kind of like that little like, are you sure you're not gonna? Are you being wasteful?
Mhm.
Are you sure you don't want to? Are you sure you don't have another repurpose? I am the repurposing person.
And that's where,
Right.
like, for me, it's been in the garage, it's been sitting there, right? But then there's other things that I use on a weekly basis or every other day or that kind of thing, like the PA system or
Yes.
like things like that, like event stuff where we're like out and about doing a networking thing and there's like a thing that has pens and name badges in it, right? Like I use that all the time.
Or you never know when your BFF. Hey, Chris, do you happen to have 12 tablecloths?
Right? Or do you have a cooler or like how many coolers do you have?
Yes,
like,
you are not allowed to to donate, give away anything that has to do with entertainment, catering,
Right.
anything. No,
Yeah,
because
events and stuff.
Yes.
Because because we also entertain at the house and stuff too. So
that's an understatement.
that's very true. Yes.
Yes.
We entertained quite a bit.
Yes.
So to have like all that stuff, it's just easier to have it rather than like rent it from somewhere. Because as soon as you start to rent stuff, it's like, no, you might as well just buy it and have it on hand. You know,
Yes.
because during the summer and like fall and like even spring now, like we've had some big parties at the house already with like 50, 60 people. So it's time. Yeah, it's a whole thing. You got to keep all
I
that.
know.
But that's part of the reason why I got to clean out the garage too a little bit is because the pool table's like covered with everything. So I want to have that open for entertaining. And so it'll have to happen here pretty soon. Pocket did get out there with the little, like, they finally got themselves a leaf blower. They're very excited. I was out there like sweeping out the garage because we were setting up the barbecue because we're doing our first
Yes.
barbecue of the season today. And so we put the barbecue out and Pocket's going to take care of all that. But I was like sweeping out the garage a little bit. And then like as soon as I got in the car to put the car back in, Pocket was out there with their little leaf blower in the garage being like smiling and like looking at me and be like, this is how you really do it.
But you know what? It's true though, because you can get into little edges and the
Yeah.
corners. Oh my gosh, yes.
So we've got to
Yes.
really do that.
So now I
But-
know who to borrow a leaf blower from. Like, oh, I need
Yeah.
to clean this out.
And we also have a pressure washer now, so we got one. We typically hire out the first pressure wash of the season, right? But then Pocket wanted to do the parking pad and all that stuff, and normally we borrow one, but
Yes.
this time it was like, well, they were on sale and it's already part of like the same group of tools and stuff that we
Yes.
have. So we are like, we might as well add that on. And then they had a special deal where you get that and the leaf blower together.
Oh wow.
And so it was almost like 50% off for the whole thing.
Nice.
And it was like no reason not to do it kind of thing.
Yes.
Because for how much we pay to be able to do pressure washing
I
and some
know.
other things, which I totally appreciate. I absolutely appreciate the work that people put into that and the expertise that they have. And they are specialists at what they do. And I
And
love
just
that as
the
the first one of
labor.
the season. Yeah.
Because it looks easy and it is not.
It is not. Yeah. So to have somebody, we had somebody come out here, and I think he was out here for 6 or 7 hours or something, just pressure washing. And it was well worth it. Well worth it for the first one of the season. And then we can do the maintenance with our little one. Like,
Yes.
you know,
Well, it's
not
like
just Pocket being the little one, but our little like pressure washer.
you are so
You're
gonna get roasted.
welcome.
You
Uh-huh.
are so
Probably am.
gonna get roasted
That's
for that
all right,
one.
though.
But it's like your home. I feel like at least every so many years, get a deep clean. Deep clean your kitchen, your something, because the maintenance is still not that deep cleaning.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot of things that we can do, right? So, yeah. Anyway, maintenance. We're getting into it, but I do need to clean out the garage. So, if you know anybody that wants to come and like just go through stuff and be like,
I have the perfect person for you.
okay, we'll go over it. Okay, that's probably our time. We're a little bit over 20 minutes. Yeah, thanks for hanging in there with us. Let me put on my headphones because
Because they have to make sure they push all the buttons as they're pushing the buttons.
I'm pushing the buttons. It's been really fun hanging out with you today. And yeah, my name is Chris. This is.
Hey, it's Veronica.
Find us at chrisandveronica.com. We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We appreciate you being here with us. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
Bye.